Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a clash that played out on a literally epic scale, the Second Battle of Tarain in 1192 CE. We're stepping way back in time, right to the plains of northern India to examine a truly incredible confrontation. It's this fascinating look into the psychology of leadership and a massive turning point that forever altered the history of the region. So let's get right into how this whole thing actually unfolded.
Picture this. A dark dawn is breaking over these muddy plains. The year is 1192 CE. The air is incredibly heavy, and there's this thick, chilling mist completely hiding the sheer scale of what's coming. It's a tense, suffocating standoff in the twilight. Two of the era's absolute most formidable forces are just standing ready, waiting for the sun to pierce the fog.
Section 1. Dawn at Tarain, the calm before the storm.
So as the mist finally lifts, we see a staggering tactical contrast. On one side, you have Muhammad Ghori bringing in a massive force. He's relying heavily on these rigid, disciplined battle lines that were prepared specifically for this exact terrain. Opposing him, the awe-inspiring formation of Prithviraj Chauhan. We're talking thousands of Rajput warriors, swift cavalry, and towering armored war elephants. It's essentially cold, calculated discipline, staring right down traditional, overwhelming martial power.
Section 2. Preparing for war. The duality of command.
To really understand Muhammad Ghori's mindset here, we have to remember something crucial. He is returning to this region after a bitter defeat, and he is absolutely determined not to repeat his past mistakes. His preparation is intensely methodical. He's painstakingly organizing his cavalry formations, poring over battle maps, and developing entirely new strategies specifically designed to counter Rajput strengths. It's all about cold, calculating logic for him.
Meanwhile, across enemy lines, step inside Prithviraj Chauhan's royal war tent. The atmosphere here is just electric. Maps are rolled out across this heavy wooden table, and he's surrounded by an assembly of fierce Rajput rulers and seasoned commanders. Where Ghori relies on brooding calculation, Chauhan leads with fiery charisma. He's inspiring his warriors with his profound confidence as they prepare to defend their kingdom, creating a really powerful unifying resolve.
Section 3. The Great Battle, the Clash of Empires.
Okay, the waiting is over, and honestly, it is an overwhelming sensory experience. The Rajput assault kicks off with a massive cavalry charge just tearing across the battlefield, kicking up blinding clouds of dust. Up above, archers are releasing these darkened, thick volleys of arrows, and down below, you have the terrifying, rumbling advance of massive war elephants pushing right into the enemy lines. It is pure chaos, thick smoke, and just the sheer momentum of an epic confrontation taking over the plains.
Let's trace the flow of this fateful day. We started with the tense dawn preparation in the morning. Then, by midday, we saw that thunderous first Rajput charge. But as we move into the afternoon, we hit a critical turning point, one that ultimately leads to a pretty devastating sunset defeat. So, let's zoom in on that afternoon phase.
Section 4. The tactical turning point, shifting the momentum.
Remember those new strategies Ghori was planning in his tent? Well, here is exactly where they are unleashed. Ghori shifts his approach entirely. Instead of holding a static line, he begins implementing rapidly changing battlefield tactics. He launches these relentless, sustained cavalry attacks that wheel around and strike, purposefully designed to spread deep confusion across the Rajput ranks. It's a masterful, ruthless tactical pivot, and it really begins to overwhelm the battlefield.
And confusion does spread, rapidly, through all that dust and chaos, tearing at the Rajput formations under just overwhelming pressure. Yet even in the face of this shifting tactical nightmare, Prithviraj's soldiers don't simply break. They stand their ground. They fight with unyielding, staggering bravery. It's a true testament to the incredibly strong morale they built in that war tent just hours before.
Section 5. The final sunset. The cost of defeat. Dark clouds gather. Silence replaces the sounds of war. The battle ends, and honestly, the emotional impact is just crushing. The mighty Rajput army is beaten. Through the clearing smoke, Prithviraj Chauhan is surrounded by enemy soldiers and taken into captivity. The roar of the elephants, the clash of swords, it's all entirely gone, replaced only by a really heavy, tragic silence.
The scene described in historical accounts is truly haunting. As the sun sets over Tarain, abandoned Rajput banners wave in the cold evening wind. Muhammad Ghori stands victorious over the vast, silent field he just conquered, while Prithviraj Chauhan is escorted away into the dark. It quite literally marks the end of an era.
So, I want to leave you with this question to really reflect on. When overwhelming discipline meets unyielding bravery, what is the true cost of defeat? The Second Battle of Tarain wasn't just a loss of land. It was a profound shift in the era's balance of power, decided in a single, brutal day. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.